And you're welcome along to the final day of the Zoom room with Star Sports. It's with Sil and Bill. A couple of frustrating days for Sil, but he's a strong end to the week on the Saturday, which is such an exciting day, obviously, of Royal Ascot. Checking in with Bill, first of all. This is Johnny Ward. Checking in with Bill Esdaile. How has it been for you so far, Bill?
Yeah, it's a good long week, Ascot week.
It is.
I hope they don't make it a 7-day meeting.
Oh, God. Glorified Galway or Listowel.
Yeah. 5 days is good, but no, it's quality racing. And listen, it's lovely to be back there and thoroughly enjoying it.
Sil, you're enjoying your hotel still?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Nice and quiet.
That's the way to be. Do you sleep well in the hotel?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm good. I'm a good sleeper.
This is a man that falls asleep everywhere.
That's the way to be. I'd love to be like that. I would love to be like that. And Point Lonsdale, it might be said, fell asleep midway through his debut run, Bill, but ended up bolting up at the Curragh. And he is where we start in the Chesham Stakes. Still has no ride in this first race on the final day of Royal Ascot. And rather like his brother Broome, this horse finds plenty for pressure. Is there anything of the home team to beat him?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, this race has a touch of deja vu about it. It reminds me a bit of the Lope Fernandez Pinatubo race when Pinatubo beat him. Ballydoyle taking on Godolphin again. It looks like a matchup between Point Lonsdale, as you say, and New Science at Godolphin. But they'll take a lot of the market with them. Point Lonsdale deserves to be favourite, but didn't do it easy when he won. If you press pause at the 2 pole, you wonder whether he even win the race, and he goes and runs away and wins by 5 lengths plus. So, like you said before when we were chatting, if he's in contention with a furlong to go, he's going to probably win Point Lonsdale. I'll take him on. I just think there's a few good horses in here. I was really taken with the way Great Max won on his debut. I thought he was overpriced at around 12 to 1. And I actually thought the Archie Watson horse Sweeping ran well too on his debut behind the good horse of John Gosden's. They're both around 12 to 1. I'd probably have small each way on the pair and hope for a ball over, but I think Point Lonsdale will be hard to beat.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting if you have an each way angle. Check out the website for all the prices there. But let's get on to the Jersey Stakes now. Obviously, this is a fascinating renewal. It's fair to say, Sil, you're on one of the outsiders here, rated 88. This horse you haven't sat on, Great King, and will obviously have about £20 to find on the form.
Yes, he's, I think it's a tough ask, but if you're not in, you cannot win, and that's how I believe. The horse doesn't know the price, but I hope to get a good tune off the horse, and I'm going to ride him for luck. I spoke with the connections already, but it's a tough ask. It's a very, very competitive race, but with a shout, I hope, we got to ride.
Yeah, you have horses rated well into the 110s here, Bill, obviously. Interesting raider, Ace Aussie coming over from Ireland. Could certainly run well. Another horse by Australia. What do you like?
Yeah, I thought this was one of the hardest races of the week. There's a kind of trio of hand down and Godolphin horses. Creative Force sets the bar high, but I don't think 7 furlongs ideal. Naval Crown dropping back in trip. Was he flattered by the Guineas run? Mutasabek, bit disappointing in the Guineas. I thought there was reason to take all of them on. The likely winner is probably amongst them, but I'll take him on. I thought I would chance my arm a bit with the French horse, Sparse Raj, if it doesn't get too soft. I thought he was interesting at a big price around 12 to 1. I thought he could go well. And I also would probably throw a bullet at Memento, Archie Watson's horse. I'd probably play those two, 12 and 14, in a wide open race.
Yeah, Sil obviously has a scatter rise throughout the weekend on Saturday for his boss, King Power and Bangkok in the Hardwicke Stakes. Another horse at a big enough price, Sil taking on Broome. Obviously, his brother running earlier on in the card. Could maybe sneak into the frame where he'd, come back to something like his best. How is he going to handle the ground if it gets soft?
Well, obviously his best form is stop the ground, and a good ground. I like him in a good ground, but I don't think probably that we're going to get that. But the rain meant to be coming, and it's a tough race. You got Japan there. I think Japan probably, Japan will be the peak for me of the race. But we're in the race, and I give my best. and I hope he can do something good for me.
Yeah, you look at Aidan O'Brien's, contenders in this bill. It's just some really, really fascinating runners, strength and depth. Broome, the long-awaited step up and trip for this horse, which does look like it would really suit him. Japan, he maybe a little bit disappointed at Epsom, but I don't think that's his true form. And obviously, he has no problem with this track. He's run well here before. Mogul as well, Tiger Moth. These all horses have all of good form, and then you get to the British Challengers.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised Aidan pressed confirm on the declarations for all four. I didn't think they'd all run. Maybe they won't all run. Maybe it's a weather related thing, and some will come out. Logician won't run if it gets really wet. So there's lots of changes. If it does get wet, I thought Ilarab was an interesting one. He reminds me a bit of Adabe in terms of everyone thought he was a handicapper and he rose the ranks into group company. I definitely respect Ilarab. Particularly if the rain hangs around, and I think if he 8-9 to 1, I thought he'd run well. And of the Aidan crew, as we touched on, I thought Japan was probably overpriced. I think 8 and 10, Ilarab and Japan is probably a fair play in what looks a wide open race.
Keep an eye out for Senalia, who's I think be Paddy Toomey's first Royal Ascot winner, were she to win. But Sil, I don't think you'd swap your horse Art Power for anything in the Diamond Jubilee Stakes. This is the Group 1 feature of the final day of the festival. Please let it rain, though. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the dancing rain, but it's a lovely ride, and he ran it. He didn't run a true race last time out at York. I rolled the way they asked me to do so, and didn't suit the horse. He's a kind of horse he likes to run in free, like you save a little bit for yourself and to the finish. But it's plenty speed in the race. But I'm happy with the ride. And obviously you get other contenders like Dream of Dreams, and the Grey Shine for Artie Watts, plenty speeds, but he's there with a shout, I guess.
So the last stage Arthur, I guess connections are kind of trying to maybe experiment, see well if this works. We have another chat. We have another tactical kind of option in these races.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
But it didn't work.
It didn't work. No, they thought the horse always was going quicker than what they want. So they said to me, this time we need to hold him up. And he didn't like that.
Another son of Dark Angel, obviously Nahar, likely to head the betting here, Bill.
No, I think Starman it will be the favourite here. I think he's a very, very good horse of Ed Walker's. Won't want the rain. So if Silv is doing the rain dance, the one horse that it will help will be Silv. The one horse it won't help will be Starman. But if there's good in the going, I think Starman will be the most likely winner. And you touched on it about the Toomey horse, Sonela. I've just got a feeling she's going to run well at a big price down the bottom. But it would be Starman for me.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for the ground. We're recording this obviously on Thursday evening, so there is that massive proviso about the terrain come Saturday, and that will prevail as well in the Wokingham, in which still you're back with the boss here and Andrew Balding on Chillamere by Exceeding Excel.
Yes, and she won very well on top of the ground when she won last time out at Newmarket. It was just a nice, kind ground, and she's the most improving field we have, and she put the race to bed very easy, and she was carrying top weight that day. And I give her a chance, It's a big field, and she got a very kind draw on the outside. And she's a hold-up horse. If I manage to get out from my way, get away through there, and I think she could be a player.
Ground?
And we don't want soft, but, you can't get them all. So I had to see her in the soft ground because I got other chances, other horses like soft ground. But, I think she's going to run a big race.
King's Lynn, the one to beat, Bill?
Yeah, I was just going to say that Silv he basically wants it to be soft at 4:20. He'd like it to go good to firm for an hour and a half. And they like it to go heavy at the end of the card. So he wants a bit of a kind of tropical storm.
With climate change, who knows?
Yeah, who knows exactly. King's Lynn ran obviously an eye catcher in the King's Stand, and it'd be great to have a Royal winner on the Saturday. Ryan Moore takes the ride. Lots to tick. Lots of boxes tick. Lots to like. Bar the price. The price is too short, really. Drawn 7, is that the right place to be? Who knows? The horse next door, stall 8, Chief of Chiefs, is a very interesting runner. 6 furlongs. Maybe that's on the wrong side too. But I like Chief of Chiefs at 12s, and I give a chance to Gulliver, the old
boy.
Yeah, well, he's only 7, but he's got really good kind of 6 furlong form, and he was 4th last year and made a lot of ground up late. He's off a £3 higher mark, but I just think he's returning to form, and I don't think the ground will be an issue, and I could just see him running really well.
Frankel could have a big say in the penultimate race at Royal Ascot, which is Golden Gate Stakes. Obviously makes us think of Golden Gate Fields. And this son of Frankel that you ride, Sil, is stepping up in trip, which looks almost certain to suit Fantastic Fox, a horse with plenty of ability. You didn't ride him at Hamilton when he bolted up last time. You did ride him when maybe a little bit of an experience beat him and you were behind Snow Lantern.
Yes, it was, yeah. And he's a lovely horse, and we think the world of him, and got a very kind drawn too, and so I just hope things could go right for him. I don't think he minds the ground. If he's a bit of give on the ground, he wouldn't mind that. But he's a big frame. The good thing, he got speed, and he quickest when he wants. So
I love to hear this. Rated 94, and you think the world of him.
Yeah.
Have you ridden him lately at work?
And I have. I sat on him the other day, and he put a nice work into. Obviously, we come to Ascot, you never know who we're going to meet it. But I'm glad we got a good draw, and I think the horse is in good shape.
And the beauty of this, Bill, likely even if there is an on-runner, the one or reserve or two will get in. You might have your 4 each way place as well.
Yeah, I think you definitely get the places. I think there'll be more than 4 places in most places. I think Silv's got an excellent charge. It's a really good race. You'd expect it because it's Royal Ascot. The stablemate Alphadale will be favourite. That he looked really good. So all the aces are with the Varian team, and I hope for Silv that it'll be Fantastic Fox to cap a fantastic week. But if the rain comes and it gets very, very wet, look out for the first reserve, C-Set, Richard Fahey. Already been amongst the winners. We won't mention that too loud. But he's had a winner of a 2-year race. But C-Set at 1 could go well as a first reserve. Let's hope he doesn't come and chin Silv late on.
We've gotten to the last race, and you've managed to mention that. Sil was thinking, I've gotten out clean here, and Bill just had to stick the little knife in. But maybe you're going to have a winner in the Queen Alexandra, Sil. And what a way to end the week as well. This would be Mirando. I don't know. Will this horse get the trip? I mean, it's such an extreme trip, obviously. Nearly 2 miles, 5.5 furlongs. This horse by Ken Darjon loves the slop, as they say. But will he get 2 mile 6?
Well, that'll be the question mark on him. Definitely gets 2 mile. And now I have to make sure he gets the extra 6 furlong.
Yeah. But, you ride him accordingly?
Excuse me?
You ride him?
Yeah, I ride as the race fall for him. I ride.
You ride him with that in mind, I guess.
Yeah, and I will ride him from, and I'm going to give him every chance. It's all depend how the ground is, how he acts in the race. You could put him anyway. You could even make the run on him. But, I think it will be plenty front runners, and I think they will go hard. Last race, everybody rushing to go home. I hope I come and get the money.
Well, that would be mad, Bill, wouldn't it? I mean, if it did get into the ground and, they started getting into the ground and it was quite soft, you're thinking this would be like a glorified per tenths or whatever, just be that much stamina. You look at the likes of Falcon 8, obviously won the Chester Cup last time, does handle the soft, but what a way to end the festival.
Yeah, I do like this race, and Silv's had success in this race in the past. And the one I like is the Grand Vizier. I thought that he's got a terrific Ascot record. Won't mind the rain if it gets in the ground. I don't think it's going to be terrible. Famous last words. But he is a horse been to Ascot twice, won the Ascot Stakes, and then came and got beaten a neck in this last year. Just a real Ascot specialist. Stays the trip. Ian Williams' team in great form. I thought him at 10 or 11 to 1 each way was a really good bet against the likely fancied Irish runners, the Falcon 8s and Stratums. But I would go Grand Vizier.
Interesting to see, will there be a punt in this? Your best bet of the day, Bill?
Best bet of the day on the Saturday. I think if the weather stays dry, I would definitely be with Starman in the Diamond Jubilee. I think he's a special talent. And
Sil?
If it stay dry, really dry, Fantastic Fox. And if it gets really wet, RT Power.
Guys, thanks a million for everything throughout the week, and I hope you come home safe and sound still with the winner on the Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Good luck to you all.
And yeah, thanks to everyone for listening and watching. Point Longs will be my best bet on the final day. Check out the website for all our special offers. Obviously, if you're pipped at the post by a neck or less, we give your money back to a pony. And thanks for watching and listening this week.